Good morning and welcome to the Team Meterist channel. Let's have a wobbly video of my truck and what sort of bits are underneath it. So first thing first, let's get it so we can see underneath. Don't roll off into the street, baby. So how are we doing? Have we got enough room to... So I don't want to roll it over completely, obviously, because that'd be quite bad. Oh yeah, it seems pretty happy at that. Right, let's knock it off. So that's pretty well over, but that's nowhere near its maximum. It'll happily drive around at that. So let's get my magic pointer. Let's give it a bit more. Oh, wrong way. Don't panic, I ain't getting under it. I'm not that daft. So here we've got the rollers that Terry Winchman made. This is the rear hydraulic winch. I just pulled it over onto the using the electric remote winch. That's a winch that only comes out through the top. To make up some speed off-road, we've got rope hooks on the back here, so that save pulling all the rope back in, you just flip it around those. Got a wobbly lamp, so if you hit it on a tree it doesn't break it. Those are like the dry weather clean waffles. Really good product, but they fill with mud and they can get so ridiculously heavy. These are sort of my pseudo geodesic ramps. They're great in clay. The top fair lead or rope guide is just a loop of metal. High lift jack on the side there. These guys here stop the rope from riding up too high when they come around these sort of rope guides here. So the hydraulic winch can pull forward. So all three winches can pull forward. Basically standard ride height, quite a fairly standard spring. It's back up to about 2 ton. Rear recovery point is welded directly into the base of the roll cage, the 3mm rear cross member. And this seems ridiculously thick, and it is, but yeah, here we go, that's where I've dented it. So yeah, I've managed to dent 3mm there. Alright, just to keep out from underneath her. 4mm bottom on the outer tank for the fuel tank, that's like the bund. Homemade exhaust expansion tank. A flexible pipe on here means that the engine can do whatever it likes, and this is solid mounted. There's armour along the back here to protect the brake pipes. These are the cam electric lockers with the heavy guards on the outside. We've also got these QT slide diff guards on the outside. Just bog standard suspension though, no jack up on this. It runs quite nicely with standard height. That tyre, it looks ridiculously well shoved over. That's because it's a 265 width tyre on a 6.5 inch rim. What else we got? Move down a bit. So yeah, okay, how far out am I? Yeah, I'm about safe here. So this bit under here is what I call the ski. This is the thing that lets it come out of ditches much more easily. I did have to go up to cranked arms. I bought cranked arms because they were the most sensible, having bent the ones I had on there. This is this winter's work, last winter's work, the brand new floor pan, new thicker sill because we smashed all that in. That's the mid-90s outrigger, and that's done alright. That survived okay, that has. Standard front hockey sticks, a Gwyn Lewis steering protector. That's one of the reasons why I want to get it up in the air, because there was a big rock trapped end on in that space, and that all looks okay. There's sumo bars as well, front and back. It's got a Gwyn Lewis steering damper on there. You can kind of see the dry sump there. There isn't a lot to see there. It's all up behind plate work, but it's a 3-stage pump and a tank in the cab. Standard exhaust pipe and gearbox. It has the I can't remember who did the brake kit now. It's a disc handbrake anyway, with a proper Bomford dumper truck handbrake lever on it. Normal discs, original discs as far as I know. They're the ones it came with in 1990 when we bought it for 600 quid. We have got different wheels. These are slightly wider on the front than the Range Rover ones. Obviously it's got the heavy duty flanges front and back. They just slip into the back of the Range Rover there. That's your side recovery hook, so you can pull it back onto its wheels. Very rarely used. Here we go, this is what I'm looking for. That's a brand new piece of metal gone in this winter, and I've clearly hit something on there. That doesn't surprise me. That's what I'm looking for right now. That's not going to matter though, it's still got strength. Coming up to the front belly pan, 4mm, D-shaped, filled with foam. Yeah, I've given that some good ones. I think that's one I did last year. That's definitely this year. Come round to the front, you can see the sliding fair lead, the hydraulic pump, the disengagement, front towing point, the new overrun valve, the mirror that lets you see what the winch cable is doing from the front, a lamp that doesn't currently work so everything gets bounced around too much, and the freewheeling gear for the 2 winches. Yep, and Mr. Mowell and the bonnet fan that blows cold air onto the bonnet. So yeah, that's the underside of my racing truck. That's what it looks like. a bit beat up and quite dirty. Yep, thanks for watching.